W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of The Secret of the Lady's Maid by Darcie Wilde, narrated by Ruth Redman. Prologue. A bad business. Then it must be treason, and see it I must, by all that's good or by all that's bad. Edgeworth, Maria. Belinda. London, February 1820. Adam Harkness stood in the shadow of a slouching, half-timbered house. The tiny alley around him, which went by the name of Cato Street, was dark and quiet. The noise from the nearby pubs and gin shops oozed between its close-packed buildings, but no sound rose from the alley itself. Its few soot-smudged houses had all been tightly shuttered against the raw February night. It was easy to imagine the folk inside tucked up in their quilts and sound asleep. He'd had some luck for his vigil. The moon was near full, and the sky unusually clear, which meant he had a fair bit of light to see by. But it also meant it was unusually cold, and the needle-sharp February air pressed hard against his skin. Adam shifted his weight slightly to try to keep his feet from going numb, but kept his attention on the stable across the way. A flickering lantern showed through the hayloft's crooked shutters. Every few seconds a passing shadow blotted out the faint light. That told Adam that, unlike the rest of the alley, somebody remained awake in that loft. In fact, if he'd counted correctly, roughly 20 somebodies were busy as bees in there. But busy with what? There's the question. They'd each arrived singly. They were all men, but other than that they'd been a ragged, varied bunch. One wore a cobbler's leather apron. One was a black gentleman dressed in a frock coat who could have been a clergyman or a schoolmaster. One wore a coat so tattered it hardly deserved the name. They'd scuttled down the street with their collars turned up and their hats pulled low. When they stepped up to the stable door, they looked about carefully before slipping inside. Left to himself, Adam might have decided they were a group of petty thieves and pickpockets. But according to his superiors at Bow Street, the cobbler, the schoolmaster, the tattered man, and all the rest in that shuttered loft were bent on nothing less than high treason. Just this morning, Adam had been called into John Townsend's opulent private office, along with Stephen Lavender, Sam Taunton.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?